What is up, guys? It's Bulldogs21 Chase, and I'm bringing you a commentary today over some Battlefield 3 gameplay. It's just some helicopter gameplay with one of my friends, and it's really a lot more about the commentary today. And let's get into this. This is about E3 2013, guys. This was a very exciting E3, and it was mostly about the next generation of consoles. And the first half of this video is going to be about the consoles, and the next half is going to be about the top 5 games I'm most anticipated 5 games for me. And I am ready to get into this, so here we go, guys. Let's talk about the conferences. Alright, so Xbox, their conference, I'm not gonna lie, they brought out some great games. I mean, I can't explain to you the games that they brought out. Like, man, Rise, that looks like a great game. Titanfall, that's gonna be a great game. They had a teaser for Halo in there. I mean, their exclusives are gonna be great, don't get me wrong, but I don't have a lot of money to get both consoles, so I really have to make a tough decision with this. So they had to blow me away, and they've made these few mistakes these last few times. They've, when they had their last press conference, when they released the actual console itself, the hardware, they made some mistakes. The DRM or whatever, I think it's DRM. The used games and all of that is kind of making the consumer, like me as a consumer, wonder if they're just going for the money. And I think that's what they're doing. They're not looking out for the consumer. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think Sony's gonna look out for the consumer either. They're looking for money too. They're in a hard spot themselves because they put so much money into the PS Vita and stuff like that, and they didn't get a successful outcome, that they need money. So, I mean, Xbox needed to blow me away, and their games were great. A lot of those games looked amazing, and I want to play a lot of those games, but with that $500 price tag, the used game thing, and the always connected thing, I don't know. I mean, that console, don't get me wrong, looks amazing, and I don't personally have a problem with always connecting to the internet, and I don't have that much of a problem with used games. I don't trade them off very much. I don't give them to friends very much. I used to a lot, but for other people that could be a huge deal, and they need to think about that. Like, some people in rural areas aren't gonna have the opportunity to have internet all the time. Sometimes my internet connection's terrible, so I don't think I would be able to do that. And I don't know. Anyways, on the PS4 side of things, they started off their press conference kind of eerie. I don't know. I was like, come on, pick it up, guys. They started off a little slow. They had a lot of focus on the Vita and the PS3 for a good 20 minutes there, and I was like, come on, we don't need the Vita. I understand that you want to keep focus on the PS3, and those games look pretty good. I mean, The Last of Us, GTA 5. I'm getting GTA 5, no doubt about it. I already have it pre-ordered. Batman Arkham, I don't know what it is, Arkham Origins, I think. That looks good. I always like the Batman games. But they needed to start off with their PS4. They needed to go out with a bang. And they started off slow, but they picked it up, and they just kept the momentum going. They just showed off, I mean, a lot of games. Watch Dogs, Destiny, the 1866 game, I can't think of like the name before that. Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 15. I mean, those Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15 aren't like my cup of tea, you could say, but that's big for a lot of people, and I know that, so I was like, wow, that's good. I just think that they took a good way. Like they're like, okay, we need to go into this press conference a certain way, and I think they found their niche in what they wanted to do, and they did it. And man, I think they did it well. I mean, after the games and stuff, that's my bad. My phone went off during the video. Oh well, I'm gonna keep going. That's my bad. Gold Glove always gets in my videos for some reason. Anyways, no, he like, and then when they came out and they said, oh, they can do used games, and they can, the consumers can have used games, and they can trade them, and then you can play without being connected. That sold it. They had a standing ovation for around a minute, and you knew that was the selling point. I mean, they kind of attacked Microsoft and Xbox One a little bit there, but they had to do it. They had to show their strong point, and I think that's their strong point. And then of course the biggest strong point of them all, I think, is that $100. I mean, to me, I don't have money just to blow away on a console. Like, I don't want to buy a console and then regret it in the long run. So what I'm thinking is, like, I just think I have to go with the PS4 at this point. I mean, I'm not a fanboy. I think the Xbox looks amazing in some points. They just have some flaws that they need to work out at this point. And I'm not buying anything yet. I haven't even pre-ordered it. So what I'm going to do is wait a little bit, wait for some more information to come out, and see what I'm going to do. But at this point in time, PS4 has won me over. And the main thing I want to see out of the PS4, and I saw a video today, is their interface. Their interface on the PS3 was not the greatest. So what I want to see is a good interface. The teaser trailer that kind of leaked out today, it was really cheesy, to say the least, but it didn't show much. It showed a lot of fluidity, and from going to games to the store and to chat with other people, but it didn't show much of the interface itself. So what I want to see is the interface of the PS4, and honestly, that will be what sells it for me. Is if that interface looks good, and it looks like it's going to run smooth, and it looks as pretty. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, Xbox definitely wins in that department. They've always had a better interface when it comes to Xbox 360 and PS3. Xbox has always had a better interface. So I am leaving that on the table now, and I'm going to get to my top 5 games of E3. So, number 5, The Crew. It's a racing game, and they had a trailer for it in the press conferences, and I used to be a big racing game fan, and this looks different, and it looks fun, and I just want to see it succeed. I want to see a racing game lately succeed. Need for Speed just looks out of date to me, like they can't find ideas anymore. But The Crew looks like they innovated and they did something new. Number 4, Destiny. Now, I don't know why I put it's not very ranked in order, but number 4, Destiny. It looked amazing. When they showed that on the PS4, it looked amazing. Their gameplay demo looked fantastic. I can't wait. I want to play that game so bad. Number 3. This is a little eerie. I put this in here because I want to learn more about it and I haven't seen much. But The Elder Scrolls Online. I can't wait to see what they bring to the table with that, because Skyrim was such an amazing game. They've always brought amazing gameplay to the table, but this one is an MMO. This one's massively multiplayer online. I mean, this is huge. This isn't single player anymore. You get to play with people. So it'll be crazy to see. Number 2, of course, Watch Dogs. I cannot wait to get my hands on that game, to see how it plays, to see if it's like Grand Theft Auto, but with all this hacking ability and just the hacking ability itself, like how in depth it goes is crazy. And number 1 on my list is Battlefield 4. I've watched quite a bit of gameplay from it, and I cannot wait to play it. It is definitely on my list, and that'll be the first game I'm sure to pick up when I buy a console. It just looks fantastic. The huge battles, the new stuff that they bring into the commander mode. I know that maybe it doesn't look like as much different as you want it to be, but I think it's still going to be a great game, and I think it's going to compete with Call of Duty Ghosts. So that wraps up my video for my thoughts on E3. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, guys, have a great day. I'll see ya.